Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another live stream. Welcome back to a new week and welcome back to another day at Chelsea Football Club. There is loads to dive into as always, guys. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you subscribe if you're new around here. All of that good stuff. Get involved in the chat. And we've got a big show, chat. Liam Rosenior flew to London last night and Chelsea are finalising the deal to appoint him as their new manager. Strasbourg President Mark Keller and Sporting Director David Weir are also in London to conduct interviews for the Strasbourg replacement as well. And that is believed to be the only hold-up currently is finding the Strasbourg replacement. But Liam Rosenior in London arrived yesterday afternoon, last night, and it is now only a matter of time until he finalises a deal to become the next Chelsea head coach. There's also news on Manchester United being admirers of Enzo Maresca, but I don't think he will. I don't think he'll be seen dead at United, given the way that they operate as well in a very similar place to what Chelsea do. We're owned by Bluecoat. They are very much owned by Redcoat. We're going to dive into that anyway, chat, and of course all the continued reaction to an amazing point at the Etihad. Somehow we managed to get the job done. We managed to leave with something. And fair play to Callum Mourinho. Callum Mourinho with a tactical masterclass, schooling Pep Guardiola in that second half. And that's where we're currently at, chat. That is where we are currently at. So let's say hello to a few people and then we'll get this show on the road. I'll not be blaming Liam Rosenior from day one when he appointed as Chelsea manager. No, I won't be blaming him at all either. Yes, big up. Fourth and a trophy and increased player value. That seems to be the model. Yes, big up, brother. All good. Callum Mourinho saved us with a great subs. Well, to be fair, I'm not sure if Callum Mourinho was making the subs. I think Igbali himself was in control of the substitutes because that's kind of what he likes to do, isn't it? Can't believe we drew to City. Bro, I'm telling you, I can't believe it either. And I'm also telling you that if we had better quality in the final third, we win that game. The amount of chances the chances we wasted were high quality chances. Give Reece James a new contract. Brother, Reece James, by the way, steps into a midfield battle with Declan Rice, wins man of the match. Steps into a midfield battle with Ballon d'Or Rodri, wins man of the match. Respect on his name. Respect on his name. Yeah, Matisse is finalising the contract. I don't have the right words to describe what is happening to our club anymore. Yeah, no words. As said in my review that I dropped earlier, only Chelsea could have the manager walk out halfway through the season and then 3 days later go to the Etihad and celebrate like they've won the league with the under-21s boss in charge. Only Chelsea. Bro, I'm telling you now, right, there is so much incompetence at the highest level of big football clubs. And all they look to do is just blame the manager. They just look at blaming the manager rather than looking upwards. They constantly look downwards and blame the manager. Exactly the same is happening with the Glazers and Ineos at United, and exactly the same is happening at Chelsea. And accountability needs to be taken for the sheer incompetence at the top level of these big clubs. Yes, big up, brother. We sacked Amorim and linked with Maresca. Maresca wouldn't be seen dead now. He's going nowhere near Man United. Callum looked petrified. Well, you would be. You would be a little bit. We would be. No, there's no crying about Maresca. Yes, big up. I'm hoping all the supporters telling everyone Chelsea would get rinsed. To be fair, I thought we would get. I predicted we'd lose 3-1. I thought we would lose. I got no shame in admitting that. I thought we'd lose. I thought we had next to no chance. Like I think a lot of people did. Absolutely didn't. I never ever want Chelsea to lose any games of football, by the way. But yeah, look, I thought we'd lose. I honestly thought we would lose. But we stayed in the game, and that's the most important thing. Bro, Neto was horror yesterday. Again, I've got no idea how you come to that conclusion. I don't get it personally, because there's absolutely no way of knowing that at all. First half, we set up, basically, we had Esteval doing right wing-back shifts out of possession. And we just literally, we stunk the gaff out. We were solid and we didn't really give it up too many chances. But we had one shot in that half. One shot. Second half, made the changes, went to the 3-man midfield, and we were a lot better. Yes, big up, big up, big up. Yes, big up to you, bro. I hope you're doing well. Afternoon. Neto was grim yesterday. Loads of us thought we'd lose. Yeah, 100%. Anyone saying they thought we'd get something yesterday was speaking from a place of pure delusion. And I respect that to a certain extent. I do respect that to a certain extent. But anyone that thought we were legitimately had a chance of getting something is talking from a blinded standpoint. From a blinded standpoint, in my opinion. But it doesn't matter. We got something. Yes, big up to Matt for the super chat. Appreciate you, brother. Brother, let me know. Bro, drop me a message. Drop me a message, brother. Yeah, look, we try. You know, we're out here doing the work. Everybody's, the support is greatly appreciated, guys. As I've said so many times, the shows and that aren't possible without the community. So big up to yourselves. And, we go to the games, we bring the content. Bro, drop me a message. Big yourself up. I'll take any manager who plays 3 in midfield. Yeah, look, I think the 3 in midfield is a very interesting thing. We will discuss that in a bit more depth. Let me just get through a few more things in the chat. Yes, big up. See you there Wednesday. Yep, I'm there. I'm there. I thought at the start of the game, I would have taken anything. I'd have been grateful for anything yesterday. Absolutely anything. Anyway, let's get into it, chat. Let's get into it. Santos was good yesterday. Let's get into it then, because obviously a lot of news. I've been a long way back from Manny last night driving. I wasn't driving, but yeah, a lot of stuff was coming through about Rosenior. Pice, big up, brother. Big yourself up, bro. Bro, if you want to jump on, if you're free or whatever, let me know and I'll drop you the link. If not, no worries, bro. But I'll be there Wednesday. We'll be there. And brother, I expect you to be leading the Liam Rosenior chants from you, bro. That would be good. That would be good. Anyway, let's get into it. So obviously coming back from Manny last night, the stuff was coming through about Rosenior. Obviously, there's a picture of him looking depressed in an airport. And then, we had obviously this news that Liam Rosenior was in London tonight. Egg barley out all day, every day. So we had this last night from Fabrizio, obviously, that Rosenior was in London ahead of a Chelsea appointment. The fact that Fabrizio, I mean, this is obviously information that he's been given, but the fact that they're trying to convince us that an interview was going to take place in the next 24 hours, as if they've got any other candidates whatsoever, and as if they'd spoken to anyone else, which they obviously absolutely had not done. An interview is mental, by the way. Well, they're going to be interviewing him. What? And if he didn't do well in the interview, then they were just going to tell him to go back to Strasbourg and they're going to find someone else. There is no interview. There's no interview. There's no shortlist. There are no other candidates. It was always Rosenior. All this contingency planning that they talk about that they've been doing, all bullshit. There's none. There's no contingency planning. There's no nothing. It's all nonsense. It's all nonsense. Taking us for idiots. Of course they are. Yeah, Rosenior's there for an interview. What sort of interview is that going to be? It's going to be like, the negotiations are going to be like Egg Barley's on one phone like this, and then he's got another phone like this, and he's like, right, yeah. What we're going to do here, guys, is we're going to take him out of Strasbourg. Are you all right with that? Then he goes, yeah, we're good with that. We're good with that. Well, what sort of bullshit is this? Interview. What are we doing here? So anyway, there's that. And then obviously this appointment is going to be finalized. Where is it? I think that's not it. this here, again from Fabrizio earlier. So Liam Rosenior in London, new Chelsea head coach this week as soon as Strasbourg find a replacement. Process expected to be fast with Chelsea ready for their new era. We're ready for the era. We are ready for a new era. When's the protest happening? So the protest is happening January 17th before the Brentford game. So it's 1 p.m. before the Brentford game on the 17th. So the Brentford game kicks off at 3 p.m. on January 17th. And then we will be, it'll be 1 p.m. 2 hours before. 2 hours before is when we will be there. When we'll be there. 2 hours before the game. And that's when it will be. Bro, there is no Felipe Luis interview. Yeah, there is no interview. There is no interview. There's no interview, then there are no other candidates. The only manager that these lot could get was Liam Rosenior. They literally couldn't get anyone else because nobody else would have taken the job. And that is a damning indictment of where Chelsea Football Club are now, is that they don't even ask serious managers anymore because they know it's going to be a rejection, because nobody wants to work under this ownership the way that they operate. Well, look, as far as I'm aware, I've got no inside information or anything like that. It's obvious that this Rosenior deal is all done. And the only reason why it's not announced is because Strasbourg haven't got their replacement lined up yet. That is the only reason it's not been announced. So we're waiting for that. Is it going to be? It could well be. It could well be Will Still. I don't know who the other contenders are. I mean, it's not going to be Eric Ramsey. But apparently there's a 2 or 3 person shortlist for Strasbourg, and they're just waiting to finalise it. But yeah, that's what we're looking for at the moment. That's what we're looking for at the moment. But it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. Liam will be better than Jose. Jake, it's a bit starting the week on I don't know what. But fair play. If you think that's going to be the case, if you think he's going to win us 3 Premier League titles and domestic cups and get us the Champions League semi-finals and all that, I would love that to be the case. But I somehow don't think that's going to be happening. Now, bro, you can't. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone here watches Formula One, but what Blueco is like with Chelsea and Strasbourg is basically like what Red Bull are with Red Bull and V-Carb. If you drive for the sister team, which is Racing Bulls, even if you're not ready or don't want, or you think it's not the right thing to go to the first team, go to Red Bull Racing, you can't say no. That's the problem. And that's why multi-club ownership and stuff actually needs to get in the bin, in my opinion. You can't say no. And it only benefits one side. Yes, you can say that Chelsea give some of their youngsters to Strasbourg and whatever, but they're just picking off Strasbourg's best players and taking their fucking managers when they feel like it's a cover-up for their own mistakes. Then that in itself is an issue. That was it. Gary O'Neill was a candidate as well. Jesus Christ. Yeah, not good. Will he be in for the Fulham game? Potentially. Managed to sort out my ticket for the Fulham game today. So big up to Fatter for that, by the way. Big up to Fatter for that, by the way. Rosenior will need to clean his glasses when he sees the contract he will need to take. He will need to double take on what he's agreeing to. Bro, none of that stuff will be in the small print. None of that stuff will be in the small print. I mean, to be honest, Ed Barley probably will sign a contract for him because he likes controlling things so much. Bro, do you know what's mad, right? Is that still, by the way, Arsenal first leg Carabao Cup semi-final, it's still not sold out. It still isn't sold out. So if anyone wants to go to the Carabao Cup semi-final first leg, January 14th, it's still not sold out. Bro, I'll be there. I will be there. We will be there because we need to make our voices heard that change needs to happen. Change needs to happen, and it needs to happen ASAP. Yep, Amorim gone. Thoughts on Vinny Jr. to Chelsea? I'm after this, I'm taking a rocket to the moon. That's what I think of that. Yeah, O'Neill is there. Felipe Luis is better. But Chelsea don't go for better. Chelsea go for someone that they can control. Yeah, bro, we know that Rosenior was sacked by Hull. We know that we know all this. I hope he does, but he's got a big task on his hands. A big task. Yeah, Blue Con. Yeah, he could well be managing a Blue Con MLS side. I mean, I don't know if Blue Con have got an MLS side, but yeah, he probably will be. Big up. Yes, big up. Yeah, chat, we're doing well. We're coming up to 200 in the building. Keep smashing the likes, by the way. Get this to 100 likes ASAP. And keep smashing that like button as well. Yes, big up. It looks like he has no gravitas. Look, to be fair, right, Rosenior is a good communicator. He's a very good man manager. He works well with young players. Now, having said all that, it's all very well doing that in a pressure-free environment at Strasbourg, in Liga, working with players who don't have big egos, working with players who aren't world-class talents or haven't achieved very much in their careers. As I said before, it's all very well improving a Valentin Barco, improving an Omega, improving an Andre Santos, for example, improving a Diego Moreira. It's all very well improving that kind of player in the environment of Strasbourg. Go to Chelsea, try and improve a Cole Palmer, an Enzo Fernandez, a Caicedo, a Garnacho, a Santos, all these guys at the same time that need developing when the pressure's on you and you haven't got a lot of time on the training pitch, the games are coming thick and fast. That is a different kettle of fish. How many times have we seen managers at sort of mid-table clubs do a very, very good job, make the step up and can't do it? We saw it with Graham Potter. We're seeing it now with Thomas Frank. I fear we'll see it with Andoni Iraola as well. You've got guys who are very good at managing a certain level of club, but they can't make that step up. They make the step up and they struggle. They know they might struggle. They know how these big clubs operate, but they will still always say yes. So this idea that, look, by the way, I'm not saying that Liam Rosenior can't come in and do a good job. Rosenior can come in and do a good job, right? But history would dictate that he is probably going to struggle and he is going to find this very, very difficult. You're being parachuted in mid-season. You've had no pre-season with the players. Yes, you'll know who these players are by name, and yes, you've worked with some of these players before. But, Chelsea are putting him in a very, very difficult position. Like when we appointed Graham Potter after Thomas Tuchel. Maybe not quite as bad as that, but he's still being put in a difficult position. No, Maresca wasn't using Delap wrongly. Delap, was apart from causing a fight, and he needs to check himself there. It was a promising cameo from Delap yesterday. It was a promising cameo, but we need to see a lot more from him. Do you need membership? Yeah, you do need a membership, but you can just get a 15 quid one. You can just get a 15 quid, like basically like the cheapest membership. You can just get I think it's a True Blue membership or whatever it's called. You don't need the most expensive one. You just need the most minimal basic membership, which I think is 15 quid or something. Basically, I don't know what it's called, but you need the 15 quid one. You need the 15 quid one. Yeah, and then you should be able to get tickets providing they're still there by the time you do it. Bro, they know that De Zerbi wouldn't work under this hierarchy because he wouldn't stand for that shit. He wouldn't stand for that shit. That's what I'm saying, chat. That's what I'm saying. Let's wait and see. I'll be very interested to see what the length of contract is, whether there's going to be a review after 6 months, whether him staying on next season is conditional on us making the Champions League. I've made my thoughts on that very clear. It needs to be conditional on Chelsea making the Champions League. Rosenior, in my opinion, should not be here next season if he doesn't qualify for Champions League football. There has to be some level of standards. And just because the manager's walked out halfway through the season, if a new manager comes in, the expectation for the season is not changing. The expectation this season is still win a trophy and still get Champions League football. So if you don't get Champions League football, then I'm sorry, you have to go. Yeah, I'll be there. Bro, there's not a lot to be positive about the way the club's being run and this managerial appointment. That's the reality. I'm going to support the manager. I've said it many times. I'm going to support the manager and I'll get behind the manager. But I'm not behind the club's ownership. But I'll support the manager and I love this team. And I will support this team. There's a difference, right, between disliking the ownership and supporting the team. You can support the team, but dislike the ownership. You know, supporting Chelsea doesn't mean you have to support the whole establishment. I support the team. I don't support the ownership. Yeah, Chilwell has done good, but at the end of the day, though, like Chilwell wasn't a bad player. He needed a new environment, fresh environment, and Chilwell, you know, is one of the senior players there. But I wouldn't personally compare helping Chilwell to improving a Palmer and players like that. You know, I think there's a massive. I think a lot of people, right, are massively underestimating how big a step up this is. Look at someone like Graham Potter when he came, who's accomplished a lot more than Liam Rosenior had by the time he's going to arrive here. Really, really struggled with the step up into the spotlight, with the added pressure, with the added media, with the different caliber of player to be working with. And he was way more proven than Liam Rosenior was. I don't want this to be a Graham Potter Mark II. I don't want this guy to get swallowed up by this job. There's some things to like about him. I don't agree with this appointment. I don't think he's ready. I don't think he's good enough right now. Does that mean that he would never be? Does that mean he would never be good enough for this job? No, it doesn't mean that. But I want him to do well because I want Chelsea to do well. So the manager needs to do well. But I've got my concerns that he's going to struggle with the step up. He's going to struggle with the pressure. And he's going to struggle to improve players in the same way he improved players at Strasbourg because he's working with better players. So there's less room for that improvement. And he's working under much, much, much more pressure. Bro, Maresca had won the championship title and he'd worked as an assistant under Pep Guardiola. There's nothing wrong, by the way, chat, with having concerns about the new manager. It doesn't mean that you're not going to back him. It doesn't mean you're not going to support him. I will support Liam Rosenior the moment he walks through that door because I support every single manager that is on the touchline. However, it is not unfair to voice concerns about him. It's not unfair to voice concerns about him. Yeah, he does seem to have a bit of fight in him. But let's see what he does. Guys, keep smashing the like button. We're 13 likes away from 100. Keep it stepping. Keep it stepping. Keep it stepping, people. Run the likes up. We're 12 likes away from 100. Keep smashing that subscribe button as well. We're about 10 subscribers away now from 19.6k. Make sure you're smashing that subscribe button, guys. That's for the home tickets. The home tickets for the first leg. How long do I think Rosenior stays at Chelsea? If the evidence we've got so far is anything to go by on the managers that have been here, an absolute maximum he lasts 18 months. I think I think he could be gone in 12 months. I think he maybe finishes the season, he'll finish the season, he'll do half of next season, and he'll be gone, in my opinion. And I don't want that to be the case, but that's what evidence so far under this ownership is dictating. 12 to 18 months per manager. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I disagree, bro. I disagree. The squad's not good enough to get top three. We don't have the quality in depth. The first 11 is good enough. We haven't got the quality in depth. Yeah, of course, Maresca knew what he was signing up for to an extent, because he's not worked under Blue Code before, I guess he didn't realise the extent of it. But I've got no problem with a manager having some success and demanding more to take us to the next level. As soon as he did that, they didn't like it, because ultimately, these lot are not interested in building a title-winning squad. Look how much money they've spent, and we don't have a title-winning squad, and we're constantly 3 or 4 players short, and we have shocking depth in terms of quality. They're not interested. Bro, Graham Potter was not always crap. Graham Potter did a very good job at Brighton. He did a good job at Brighton. He had the Premier League experience as well. I never said my concerns were relevant. I'm allowed to express concerns. If you don't want to express any concerns, that's fine. If you think it's going to be all great, that's absolutely fine. I'm more than happy to accept I'm wrong if it works out. But I've got concerns. I don't agree with this appointment. I don't think it's the right appointment, but I will be right behind this manager. Now, JT is not going to be part of the staff. Yeah, exactly. Now, to be fair, if Matisse needs to go to the 3-man midfield, and then hopefully we'll see what happens from there. Not in January, no. I don't think so. I don't think we make any signings in January. I don't think we make any signings in January. But I think if JT was asked to go into the backroom staff under Rosenior, he'd probably drop the Baller League. He'd probably drop the Baller League commitment, I'd imagine. No, that's what I'm saying. I'm supporting the manager. I don't support the ownership. Well, do you know what else is funny as well, chat, right? Is where is it? Yeah, this here from Simon Johnson in The Athletic. For months, Chelsea have been vetting candidates and/or coming up with contingency plans for the head coach role in case something happens with Enzo Maresca. So what we're saying here is, chat, is that for months, Chelsea's were coming up with contingency plans, and their contingency plan was, we're going to take the manager out of Strasbourg halfway through the season. Some planning, guys. Some planning. That really is exceptional planning. Exceptional planning. It's honestly, it's beggars belief, chat, when you see that. It is beggars belief that these lot, months of contingency planning in case something happened with Maresca, and your answer is to just go to your sister club and nick their manager. Come on now. I mean, seriously, do they honestly think we're idiots? Do they honestly think we're idiots? Seriously, there was no contingency. There were no contingency plans. There was no nothing. The plan was always, oh shit, we need to go and we can't get a manager. We'll just go and nick Strasbourg's manager. Bro, Matisse is the guy. What a legend. This is going to be massive for him, this Rosenior stuff. This Rosenior stuff's going to be big for him. Yeah, of course, bro, they've dropped the ball on so many things. The signings have been unacceptable on the whole. No front of shirt sponsor. You know, we're the only club that's got more than one sporting director. We've got 5. Why are there 5 sporting directors? And all of them are shit as well. Bro, he could be. He could be worse than Marinakis. I hear it. To be honest, take a good look at whoever the Strasbourg manager is. It's probably going to be the next one. Yeah, of course they are. Of course they're ruining both clubs in the process. Yeah, bro, it's happening. It's happening. You know, get used to it. It is happening. First game will probably be Fulham. First game will probably be Fulham. Should be in at Fulham. But he needs backing. I think he needs backing in January. Yeah, Lewis Dunk for manager. I mean, Rosenior used to play for Brighton as well. Do you know what's mad? I was saying this the other day, right? This is a proper Ponzi scheme, Chelsea. Because all this lot do, is appoint their mates. They appoint their mates. Rosenior knows Lawrence Stewart. Lawrence Stewart was a young analyst at Hull when Rosenior was there. You know, this lot just appoint their mates. It's criminal what these guys are getting away with. Zero accountability for anything, right? A manager gets sacked for poor results. Why are sporting directors not sacked for putting a shocking squad together that is not capable of getting the results on the football pitch? Why? Deserved. Maresca walked so Amarim could run. He called their BS out. Yes, his results were shocking, but they obviously lied to him and they let him down big time and promises were made that they didn't get. Would I ever sit down and have a discussion with Minerals? About what? You know, about what? I don't really care what he does. You know, he's called it out from day one, and that's fine. I like to give things a chance. No issues, my end whatsoever. And it is what it is. You know, I don't really have a need to have a conversation with him, to be honest. He can do his thing. Good luck to him. And that's that really. No, bro, they don't care. They don't care. Yeah, I think it's going ahead. I think it's all going ahead. All's going to plan at the moment. I would have absolutely taken Xavi. I would have taken Xavi, but again, he wouldn't have worked under these circumstances. He wouldn't have worked under these circumstances. Let's see. I think, look, there will definitely be some winners from the Rosenior appointment. There will definitely be some winners from it. That is absolutely fair. There will be some winners from the Rosenior appointment. I think Delap could be a big winner. I think Andre Santos could be a big winner. Maybe Achimpong could also be a big winner. But it's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. It's going to be tricky. You know, Matisse has got no say in the market, so we're cooked. And do you know what really pisses me off, chat? Do you know what? Do you know what really pisses me off? Is this. It's really annoyed me. It's really annoyed me, chat, because look at this. Let's bring it up now. So Man City get injuries to Ruben Diaz and Josko Vardiol yesterday. An exclusive from Sammy Mockbell. Man City explore move for Crystal Palace captain Mark Guehi for January. Follows injuries to Diaz and Vardiol. No final decision yet from City over a formal approach, but interest has accelerated. Liverpool and Bayern also interested. A serious club backing their manager in the transfer window. We could only dream of it. We could only dream of it. Chelsea, injury to Levi Colwell. Maresca asks for a centre-back. Is told no. Trust Tosin, trust Badiashile. Refuse to back the manager. Man City, injury to Diaz and Vardiol. They go for a top-level centre-back. We are a joke. We're an absolute joke. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. These lot just do not back managers. Imagine if that had happened to us. Imagine if that had happened to us, right? 2 centre-backs go down. He'd be told, get someone from the academy, or we'd recall an Ansel Mino or whatever. Why are Chelsea not signing Mark Guehi this month? Why are they not doing that? Why are the club not backing the manager? Will they back Rosenior this month? I doubt it. I doubt they back Rosenior at all, chat. I doubt they back Rosenior at all. Because I don't think they want to at the end of the day. I don't think they want to. And they'll bring up this BS about, we can't find the right candidates. We can't find the right profiles. All this nonsense. Guys, we're 12 likes away from 19.6. 12 subscribers, sorry. Smash the subscribe button. Let's get it to 19.6, chat. Another step closer. Another step closer to the 20k mark. So yeah, if you're new around here, you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. We're 12 short. Let's move it up. And guys, 122 likes is almost 200 in the building. Get these likes up to 200, chat. Smash the like button, get it up to 200. It really helps me out, and I'd appreciate it. Do they know Axel Disasi is available? No, I don't think they do. I don't think they do. Crystal Palace clearly using City as a stalking horse here. I don't think they are. I think City will make a move for Guehi. Blueco banned the word Blueco out for the Strasbourg supporters to use. I've not seen that. Win, lose or draw, Blueco out. Agreed. We're a Blueco out all day, every day. All day, every day, Blueco out. That is where we're at, chat. That is where we're at. Big up, brother. I'm late to the party today. We looked like the shackles were off last night. Yeah, we did much better second half. No, I don't think that is the case. I think, look, he was annoyed about it, and he definitely wanted them to. He wanted him to stay for the rest of the season. He tried to, but that's obviously not looking very possible at all. Yeah, look, I don't see Liverpool going in for him, to be honest. City owners are Abu Dhabi. But yeah, look, it's just a classic example there of a top club backing their manager in the transfer market, whilst we sit and do nothing. It's honestly a shambles. Honestly, a shambles. Oh, this is the context here. Hold on. This is the context here that whoever that was in the chat that was talking about that they've banned Blueco out at Strasbourg. This is the context, chat. So, oh, it's in French. Fuck's sake. Well, we're not going to read that. The group were, so this is the Strasbourg Ultras, basically. The group were restricted from attending some matches, especially away games, because of sanctions linked to their protests against Blueco. The club then allowed them to travel again only if they agreed not to display anti-Blueco banners or flags. So, if they kept openly protesting Blueco in the stadium, they faced bans/restrictions. If they stopped showing those banners, they were allowed back. But they did not accept ending their other protest, the 15-minute silence, which the club later tried to impose as an extra condition. Important nuance. They accepted temporary limits on banners to be able to attend games again, but they did not abandon their opposition to Blueco and openly say the fight continues outside those restrictions. That is absolutely mental. That's absolutely mental. It's basically sounding like a dictator. Well, it is exactly a dictatorship. Exactly a dictatorship. That's mad. That is absolutely madness. Absolute madness. Proper dictator settings at Blueco, telling fans that they can't say Blueco out, can't display Blueco out banners. They've been banned. That is honestly mental. That's mental. I can't believe that. Well, I didn't realize it was like that. That is mental. Blueco are literally a dictatorship, chat. They are literally a dictatorship. That is mental. Absolute madness. Yeah, bro, it's mad. It's mad. These guys are not serious. These guys are not serious. Yeah, this is our only hope. In the short term, this is our only hope, is that Bowley can get some investors together and buy out the Clear Lake Egg Barley shares. But that is mental. Blueco. Disgrace. Blueco are a disgrace anyway. An absolute disgrace. I don't know how anyone can back them. I really don't. My camera's freezing up. Is it? Chat, is my internet looking... Is my internet moving in minus 4K, chat? Let me know. Camera freezing. Oh, for fuck's sake. Is that just for some people? Chat, let me know. Who's having camera freezing issues and who's not? Oh, for fuck's sake. Let me just turn the camera off a sec, chat, and I'll turn it back on. Right, so camera off for the time being. Can you still hear me all right, by the way? Can you still hear me okay, chat? Bro, Blueco could be doing a madness on me. A Blueco doing a madness on me, chat. Is it any better, guys? Is it any better? Is it any better? Let me know. Let me know. Just put a thumbs up in the chat if it's decent. If it's decent, put a thumbs up in the chat. If it's not, let me know. Fuck, a Blueco are hunting me down, chat. Blueco are hunting me down. Oh, fuck. Chat, bear with me 2 minutes. Bear with me 2 minutes, guys. I'm gonna stay live. Let me just come out and back in. We're gonna come out. Right, chat, are we back in the game? Are we back in the game, chat? Let me know. Let me know. Anyway, camera freeze. Is it still freezing? I've just come back in now. So anyone who's catching up, let me know. I mean, the weird thing is that, oh, we're back. Yes, we're back. Oh, still freezing. For fuck's sake. You can still hear me. Why is the webcam not working? Maybe it'll sort itself out, chat. Maybe it'll sort itself out. I mean, how bad are we talking? Why is it moving so mad? Oh, occasionally freezing. Right. Okay, we're just going to carry on. We're just going to carry on, chat, and hopefully it'll sort itself out. We're just going to carry on. As long as you can hear me, that's the most important thing. What were we doing? Oh, yeah, so we're on, obviously, yeah, Liam Rosenior coming in. I don't know what it's going to be like, to be perfectly honest. I don't really know. But I think the issue we've got here is, chat, is that yeah, I don't know what we're going to do in terms of how much can he change. Yeah, maybe they have. What is going? Why is that being so shit? Let me just turn it off, and I will turn it back on, chat. I will turn it back on. It's weird because the internet seems to be working fine, but why is this not working? Are you sure it might not be you lot? Your lot's internets might be shit. Maybe it's your lot's internets. What I'm going to do is we're just going to reset the internet real quick. We're going to try. We're going to try once more, chat. And do you know what else we might do? We might hotspot from the phone. That might be better. If this is still... Oh, I'm moving like Paul Winstanley right now. Yeah, all 200 viewers, by the way, chat. All of your internets are shit. Now, can you let me know? Are we still bugging? Are we still bugging, chat? So you've got no problem. So Cigar City Blues, am I fine? Oh, it's better now. Oh, chat, looks like we've come through. Looks like we've come through Blue Code trying to hack me. I mean, what are you lot saying? About in terms of what we can salvage potentially from the season? Because the season's not dead, by the way. The season is not dead, chat. The season is not dead at all. My webcam seems to be fucking dead. So what we're going to do, chat, is we are going to go for the hotspot. We're switching to the iPhone. I'm not looking. Oh, here we go. Right, chat, I'm on the phone now. I'm hotspotting. Are we good? Right, chat, I'm on the phone now. Hotspotted. Let me know. We might be better now. Yeah, cup and top 4 is good. Right, we're better now. Perfect. Right, excellent news, chat. Excellent fucking news. Well done to me. I'm going to put a brief out praising myself for that. Chat, we're on 142 likes. Get this up to 200 likes. Come on, people. Run it up. Right, we're sorted. We can now get back to chatting football after for some weird technical glitches with the fucking camera. Don't know what's happened there. Yeah, strange. But yeah, look, Rosenior, we're still waiting for that. Maybe we don't get the announcement today, chat. Maybe we don't get the announcement today. We are obviously still waiting for it. But I think there could be big winners. There could be big winners with the Rosenior's appointment. And Andre Santos is that. He brings you a bit of added physicality in the midfield. He brings you a mobility, and he brings you a willingness to play through the pressure as well. So, and it also allows Enzo to play further forward. And I think it's actually better for Enzo Fernandez to have the Santos and Caicedo thing behind him, or Lavia behind him as well. No, definitely not. No. Oh no, you're only on there for about 10 minutes, so no, there's no pay. There's no pay for that. No, no, there's not. Yeah, I mean, look. To be honest, though, chat. To be honest, the system that Rosenior does is not that different from what Enzo Maresca played, and that's what they want. They don't want a change of a style of play. They want something very similar. They want something very, very similar. That's the plan. That's the plan for the football club. That is the plan for the football club, chat. They want something similar. At some point, he's going to be coming back. At some point, he's going to be coming back. Absolutely no idea when, because it's all gone very, very quiet on him. It's gone very, very quiet on Lavia. Yeah, maybe he should have used him more. I don't disagree with that. I don't disagree with that at all. Maybe he should have used him more. He does. He had Kendry Paez doing wing-back shifts. If you want to see Esteban wing-back and Pedro Neto at wing-back, maybe that's what Rosenior is going to be on. I don't know. No, genuinely, Potter hasn't actually recovered from that Chelsea spell because he was poor at West Ham, and he's now got a short-term gig at Sweden, which is based on him qualifying for the World Cup. Otherwise, he's gone. So yeah, he hasn't recovered from that. I don't know what's going on with Lavia right now. I really don't. I really don't. I had to sort my upload out. Bro, Maresca did a good job. He won the Club World Cup, won the Conference League, got us back into the Champions League. Dared to ask for a bit more so that we could push forward even further, and they weren't having it. So yeah, these guys, seriously, we missed. It just annoys me so much how much of an opportunity and how much we fucked up, chat, in the summer. So annoying. So annoying. So annoying. Look at the players that we signed, and they're just so poor. But anyway, sporting directors, there needs to be accountability, chat. Accountability. Like this is what I'm saying, is that why do managers, they always have to come out and speak. They always inevitably become the fool guy, even though they've got virtually no say in recruitment and they just have to make work with what they're given. England is one of the only places where sporting directors don't actively come out and speak. in Germany, in Italy. They're regularly questioned by reporters. Regularly questioned in those countries. But here, they stay under the radar. They let the manager take the flak, and they just communicate via briefs in the media to paint themselves in the right light. It's not acceptable. Sporting directors now are so influential in English football now. And they they are often sporting directors last way longer than the head coaches they pick to appoint. Case in example at Chelsea. People in these positions need to be made more available to speak to fans, explain decisions, because we're just left in the dark. It's by the way, how many times do people say how important it is, chat, for a coach to be a good communicator in the media? Yeah, the people above them literally say nothing. How does that make any sense? How does that make any sense? It's cowardly. It's cowardly behavior. It doesn't make any sense. Nobody is held to account. Nobody's held to account. These lot in these positions are always looking down. Why are they never looking up? Why are they never looking up at themselves? I don't get it. Yep, that's all they do. That's all they do is just hide behind others. Yes, I can. Oh, fuck. How do I do that? Yeah, I will do that. Give me a sec. Done. Done. They are cowards. Yeah. They are cowards. Yeah, of course. Bro, the away support yesterday was incredible. The away support yesterday was absolutely brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant. Right, let's mod you. There we go. Any update on Rosenior? Yes, he's in London. It's basically now. It's now just a case of. It's now just a case of waiting for Strasbourg to get a replacement. Once Strasbourg have got their replacement, then it will be announced. I'm fully of the opinion that this deal's done. This deal is done. It's wrapped up. Finito. All of that good stuff. It's done and dusted. We're just waiting for the announcement. Waiting for the announcement. I don't know when that's going to come. The announcement might not even be today, chat. It might not even be today. It'll probably be tomorrow. Yeah, bro. These lot, unfortunately, though, these lot aren't going anywhere because they're not going to accept any responsibility and they're not going to sack themselves. So there we go. Yeah, the away support, generally speaking, every game is very, very good. Generally speaking, it's very, very good. I'm sick and tired when they're sporting directors saying our top target is top. We should be going for. Yeah, I don't think they are that arsed. Bro, the squad's not as good as you think it is. It's probably better than what some people are making it out to be. But the squad, the absolute maximum that this squad can achieve is top 3. Absolute maximum is top 3. It's a top 4, top 5 squad. That's what it is, guys. It's a top 4, top 5 squad. Maresca did a better job. Got us back in the Champions League, won us 2 trophies. It's not even close, in my opinion. Who's next? Slot, Frank, probably Nuno at West Ham. No, not yet. We're just waiting. No, I think deep down he knows he's not ready. Deep down, I think he knows he's not ready. But he kind of has to take this opportunity. He kind of has to take it, chat. Do you think the atmosphere against Arsenal will be good? Yeah, I hope so. I hope so. But again, we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see. Yes, big up to you, bro. Is Omega joining Chelsea before? No, Omega is joining in the summer. Omega will be joining in the summer. We're not going to take Rosenior from Strasbourg and then bring the deal forward for Omega 6 months. I think they would literally burn down Blueco HQ Strasbourg if we did that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know, guys. The hold up is literally the that's going to be very interesting. That is going to be very interesting. I don't even know if he's going to. I don't think so. I don't think so, to be honest. I could be wrong. Maybe they will back him in January, but everything's suggesting that he's going to have to work with the tools at his disposal. And we know that the manager asking for stuff doesn't go down well. Doesn't go down well at all. The gaffer asking for things. So, yeah, I don't see. I don't see there being a any last minute changes. I think it's done and signed. They just need to sort out that Strasbourg replacement. But yeah, let's see, chat, because you know some things could change last minute, but I think it's very, very unlikely. Do I think an announcement will be done today? Potentially, but I think we're looking at I think we're mainly looking at tomorrow now. No, there's no way this is true. Chelsea and Vinicius Jr. grow up. Where? Let me see if I can find this. Apparently, the Guardian have said it. I think that's BS. Let's find it. Chelsea Vinny Jr. There's no way that's true. No, this can't be true. No, I don't think. No, it's BS. As expected, BS. Yeah, no, it's absolute BS. Yeah, no, I know. Yeah, for sure, that's not happening. For sure, no, that's not happening. Vinny Junior mad. Yeah, they're trading today. They'll be trading tomorrow, and we've got the Fulham game, 7:30 kickoff. We've got the Fulham game, 7:30 kickoff. Yes, big up to you, Joe. Do you think the players seemed to play with more freedom yesterday? I don't know, to be honest. Look, for me, I don't think Palmer had a particularly good game. It wasn't bad, but like he didn't really do anything. I think his form is a bit of an issue right now. He lost the ball a lot. I don't necessarily agree that there was more freedom, to be honest. He moved out to the right hand side in the second half. You know, people have been calling for Maresca to play him on the right, and he didn't really offer anything. So look, Palmer's form is an issue at the moment. I don't think he should be a guarantee in the starting lineup. He should have to earn his place in the lineup as well. But I think he starts as well, even if he's not playing well, because we've recruited so badly. There is really no viable alternative. Um, Yeah, it was. The attack was poor yesterday. The attack was really, really poor. There's no denying that. There's no denying that whatsoever. The attack were horror. The attack were horror. Gusto obviously done well, overlapping fullback down the right side, and it obviously makes the goal. It makes the goal. And sometimes football just gets majorly overcomplicated. Majorly overcomplicated for no apparent reason. Chat, for no apparent reason, we're only on 165 likes. This needs to be on the 200 likes. We've got 35 more likes, nearly 200 in the building. Let's get it done, guys. Let's get it done. Round these likes up to the 200. Let's check how we're doing on the 19.6K. Have we made it to 19.6K yet? We are getting there. We're 9 away. We're 9 away. So if you're new around here and you're not subscribed, please do subscribe. Oh God. I mean, Amorim was so bad at United. And Chelsea's not a back three. I mean, is Chelsea a back three fit? You could play back three at Chelsea. Cucurella or Hato could play wing back. James or Gusto could play the wing back. You don't even, again, you could have Neto as a wing back. You could have Cucurella as a wing back, and you could have Reece playing as a right centre back potentially. I mean, Amorim was poor. I probably would rather have Amorim than Rosenior though. But again, it's pointless because we're not gonna be a back three team. We're not gonna be a back three team. So there's no point. No, I don't think so. No. Well, we played it once under Antonio Conte, and we won the league. But again, though, no one really plays. No one plays back three anymore. No one plays back three. Back three is a system that doesn't really work. Rosenior plays exactly the same as what Maresca plays. It's like a 4-2-3-1 / 4-4-3-3. You know, that's what he plays. That is what he plays, chat. Yeah, but I mean, yeah, but even since then, very few teams play the back three. Very few teams play it. Very few teams play it, guys. Wow, Wilfred Nancy's been sacked at Celtic already. His brother was there for 5 games. Wilfred Nancy gone. Fuck me, he's gone already. Wilfred Nancy sacked or nonce? I don't want to call him Nancy. It is Nancy. Is it Nancy? Wilfred Nancy? Wilfred Nancy? It's not Nancy, is it? Nancy? I don't know. He's gone. It's potential. Potential. I don't really think so. Who'd you play at the tip of the diamond? What, Fernandez at the tip? You probably play Cole Palmer at the tip. Then what do you do? I don't think the diamond really works for us, personally. I've got no idea. I've got absolutely no idea. Not that I'm aware of. Not that I'm aware of. Whereas Celtic they are terrible. Yeah. No, I would. I need to bring the call-in show back, chat. I do need to bring the call-in show back. Maybe that's what we should do, like the day after games. Obviously, I'll do my match reaction video, but maybe we should have maybe I should do a call-in show stream as well after games or whatever, or if there's something major going on. Chat, I will bring the call-in show back. It has, it's disappeared for ages. Yeah, the call-in show does need to return. Even if it's like once a month or once every couple of weeks or whatever, we need to bring it back. We'd have Caicedo playing, wouldn't you? So, yeah, no, I'll make it happen. I mean, there's no consultation to be had. I just need to do it. I just need to do it. So yeah, no, we'll get the call-in show back up and running. We could start this week, to be honest. We could start this week, chat. I'm sure there's enough interest in doing it. So yeah, why the fuck not? Why not? Let's see if we're any further along here, guys, in terms of anything else coming through. I mean, that Vinicius Junior stuff, absolute BS. But I think what I would say, guys, is that like when Maresca came, Rosenior deserves to be backed, but he has to earn the right to be trusted. He has to earn that right. There's no credit in the bank for him because he's coming in partway through a season. He has to earn the right to be trusted, and that's why, guys, I'm so insistent on offering him a 6-month contract, and if he gets Champions League football, you can stay, because then he would have earned that right to be trusted, because he would have been parachuted in mid-season, a big step up in job, big pressure job, and he would have secured Champions League football. That to an extent is earning yourself trust and earning yourself the right to stay and to try and kick on. That for me is fine, but you have to earn the trust. He shouldn't just be able to stay here if he doesn't get Champions League football. You know, he doesn't. He needs to get Champions League football, and that would earn some trust for him to then stay at the football club. You know, that's it. There's so many managers are getting sacked. So many. Yes, I'll be at the protest. Yes, I'll be there. I'll be there. We need to. There's no point doing yesterday if you can't follow it up with a win. There's no point doing yesterday if you can't follow it up with a win. You need to follow it up with a win. So that's where we are. We should be able to get a result at Fulham. We should be able to. Well, we have to, though. We have to. We have to get the result at Fulham, chap. No excuses. Absolutely no excuses. Yeah, but that's only going to happen if we sign top quality players and change the model. And that's not going to happen. Oh, God. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you. Yeah, I agree. I agree. People think, yeah. I mean, we can't throw it. But this is not going to happen. So it's pointless. This is not going to happen. So there's no point to it at all. No point to it at all, chat. Oh, chat, we're 15 likes away. 15 likes away from the magical 200 mark. Let's get there, people. Let's get there. Big up to you, brother. Big up to you. Big things coming this year. Big things coming this year. Not sure what they are yet, but there will be some big things coming. My team for Fulham will do that tomorrow. We'll do that tomorrow, guys. We will absolutely do that tomorrow. Real Madrid official statement. Are we bantering or are we actually legit? And don't tell me they've sacked Xabi Alonso. No, there's no Real Madrid statement. Real Madrid official statement. I've been absolutely sent here. I'm actually looking for this. There is no Real Madrid statement. Why have I been sent? I've been absolutely sent. But the Rosenior thing's not going to fall through. The Rosenior thing's not going to fall through. No chance, unfortunately. I'll say unfortunately, it's just the way it is. It won't fall through, chap, and it's not going to fall through. Bear with me, chap. Bear with me, chap. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. Big up to you lot. Right, we're back in the mix, chap. Sorry about that. Yes, all good, all good, all good. No, I was replying to something. I was replying to something. Sorry, chap. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Is there any more news coming in? Any more news on anything? Doesn't look like it. Does not look like it. Do you know what's going to happen, chap? Do you know what's going to happen? Is that we'll round out the stream, and then within half an hour or an hour, there'll be the fucking announcement. This happens every time. This happens every time, chat. Every time we're live or we round something out, within the hour, there'll be the bloody announcement that it's done. It's so annoying. It's so annoying, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. That's just the way it goes. You can't just stay live all day and sit about waiting for an announcement to happen at some point. Let's wait and see. We've also got the news, of course, that Man United admire Maresca, but I don't think that's going to be the case. Yeah, it's going to be an interesting one, chat. I mean, Jason Wilcox does know Maresca, but I don't see that. I'd be very, very shocked, given that they basically operate how Chelsea do. I cannot see him walking into that environment. I can't see him walking into that environment. Not for me. Not for me, chat. I don't see that happening. I don't see that happening at all. But you know, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I'd be shocked if Maresca did that. Not vibing it at all from Maresca on that one. I don't see it, guys. I mean, if he did go there, it would be mad. It will end up at Man City or Juventus, in my opinion. Man City or Juventus. Guys, we're 7 subscribers away. Keep smashing that subscribe button if you're new around here. Come on, people. Run it up, run it up. What are we on now? We're on the 200 likes. We're over 200 likes now. Big love to everyone. Just need them final 7 subscribers, chat. We just need those final 7. Yep, Liverpool, he's been sacked. 33 days in charge he lasted. 33 days in charge. Do you think we can win major trophies in the near future? No, I don't think we can win major trophies in the near future with this way of operating. There needs to be some tweaks to the model and some proven quality signed. Otherwise, we're not going to win the major trophies, no. Yes, brother, all good, all good. Hope you're well. Yeah, Palmer is still our best attacking player, but he does need to fix up. He does need to fix up. There's no doubt about it. He will be back next season. He'll be back next season. Yeah, I think those two are probably going to be next. I think those two will be next. Yeah, I mean, Frank will probably be gone. I think Frank will be gone. Yeah, I think Frank will be gone. No, he's not. He's not. Yeah, he's not in prison. Bro, we're not getting. Bro, I promise you now, we're not getting top three. We're like 12 or 14 points behind Aston Villa. We're not getting top three. We could probably maybe get fourth. But yeah, look, it's a fourth or fifth place thing for us. It's a fourth or fifth place thing for us. We're not overturning 12 plus points on Aston Villa. We're not overturning 12 plus points on Villa. It's not impossible, but it's very, very unlikely. Very, very unlikely, in my view. Very unlikely. But we will see. I don't know if it was with the sporting directors. I don't know who it's with, but I do look forward to reading that. Yeah, bro, they're not gonna. Yeah, but even if they fell off, right? We still need to win 4 matches just to catch up to them. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you. Yeah, he is. He absolutely is holding his shit together. He's holding that shit down. Is 5th place good enough for Champions League? It should be, yes. It should be. Daniel Farke next coach. No, I don't think so. I don't think Daniel Farke next coach, but we'll see. We will see. We will see. We need to win both the games. We need to beat Paphos and Napoli, which is possible. I think we'll just miss out. But again, if we win both, I think 4 points, we'd need results to go in our favour. But 6 points, I think, would probably see us through. So I think we can still do it. I just think that game away at Napoli is going to be tough. The game away at Napoli is going to be tough. But hey, let's try our best. Let's see what we can do. I hope so. I hope so. I'd love to be wrong. I would love nothing more than to be wrong and for my doubts to be disproven. But let's see. Let's see. We're going to see, chat. We're going to see. But yeah, chat. One last check for anything else. That's pretty much it. That's pretty much it. Right, guys, I'm going to round this one out. Big up to everyone that's locked in. Let's see if there's anyone live. Let's see if there's anyone live that we can send you over to. Let me just check if there's anyone we can send you over to, chat, on the redirect. Let's have a look. I'll tell you what, chat. Let's go over to LB. Let's go over to LB. Let's send you over to LB. Let me set that up. We'll send you over to LB and make sure what should we put in the chat? We're gonna send you over to LB now. And just put an Enzo Fernandez in the chat. Put an Enzo Fernandez in the chat, guys. Make sure you go over there. Enzo Fernandez in the chat. It's going to send you over to LB now, guys. Smash the likes. Please hit the subscribe button on your way out. I'll catch you lot again tomorrow with all the latest news, the Fulham preview, and of course the Rosenior announcement if it's tomorrow. If the Rosenior announcement comes today, I'll be back later on. If not, guys, make sure you check out the match reaction as well. This is going over to LB. Enzo Fernandez in the chat. Love to you all, guys. Up the Chelsea, and we're out. Catch you tomorrow. Peace.